Thanks.
What does this say about your team's mental resiliency to be able to pull this off?
Yeah. First of all, just grateful. Thanking God for the opportunity to coach these guys. We got a ton of depth, and Griff and his team have done an amazing job of bringing in high character guys that come in every day and work with the coaching staff, the performance team, and get better. And it was displayed tonight. And it says a lot. So there's a lot about this team, the mental toughness to be able to get in late and not use it as an excuse and go out and just lay our effort on the floor. We're extremely proud of them.
Career night for Hawk. Jose comes up in the post-game interview and yells, "Not your average rookie." Put on your analyst hat for me. What did you see out of Hawk, and perhaps speak to the growth from the beginning of the season till now?
He was terrific. He was locked in from the very start of the game. His game plan discipline was off the charts. His ability to hit shots, but not only hit shots, just continue to make the right play on both sides of the basketball. He's getting better and better before our eyes, and he's making my job extremely difficult.
Jonas, one of the two starters to play last night and tonight, when he goes out and battles like that, sets a tone like that, what does that do for the rest of your young squad?
It sets the tone right away. JV is he's one of our leaders, and he's a tough dude, and you see it, right? He wasn't gonna miss this game to save his life, and he went out and battled. Difficult first half, for him individually, but he got it together in the second half. We went to him in the post, and he really anchored our offense towards the end of the game.
Since Hawkins came in, he's just seemed pretty unfazed by the speed of the game. I mean, what have you just thought about, I guess, his overall approach since you guys took him with you?
He's a hooper, and that's what we're seeing. But his approach is that he wants to play, and he's showing that every time he gets an opportunity, he is displaying it. And like I said, he's making my job difficult, which is, you want that. You want guys that make it hard for you, and they come in every day and they look to get better, and they're carving out space and time for themselves. And we don't win this game without his scoring and his ability to make plays for us.
I mean, how do you manage as a coach of I got 11 guys who can play, there's only 9 or 10 rotation spots?
I have no idea how we're going to manage it, but that's the fun part. We'll figure it out, and can continue to communicate to our players that they all have helped us win games, and that's the key, is just continue to do the things that help us win.
You saw you give a fist bump there at the end after JV got that and one.
Yeah.
You praise this team all year for just the way they battled through adversity. Just how much did that kind of add to your belief in them, the way they performed tonight?
It's a huge confidence booster, and you need some wins like this when you have guys out and other players get an opportunity to step up and play a bigger role, and it just boosts the confidence of our team. And then for me, I love our ability to be mentally tough. Tough game in Denver, coming off a loss. We get in at 4 a.m, and we got to show up tonight and play against a really good Dallas team. And our guys went out and battled, and that's the key. Now we got to turn around and do it again, but we're going to celebrate this one.
And just consistently getting good minutes now from Larry as well. How much does that add to you guys just having that guy behind JV coming off the bench?
Larry is so important to our team on both ends of the floor. First, defensively, his ability to switch multiple screens, to provide some shot blocking and rebounding, and then offensively, we put the ball in his hands sometimes at the top of the floor, and he becomes a point guard, orchestrating our offense, making the right plays. And then a lot of times we're driving, getting to the paint, and we're throwing it up to him for finishes. So it's great to have Larry back, have him healthy, and playing some of his best basketball.
Speaking of doing it again, Coach, we talked pregame about it being this baseball series, assuming the 4 guys who didn't go tonight can go Monday. Does that give you can you use that as some sort of competitive advantage to have those fresh guys that the Mavs haven't seen?
Yeah, I definitely hope so. I think that, having some fresh legs next game will be extremely helpful for us. And, this is the NBA. This is what it's like. You win a game, you get to enjoy it, and then you got to turn around and game plan again for those guys. I thought our coaches did a great job of having the guys ready to play. Coach Jaron Collins and Casey Hill, they did a great job with the game plan, and to our guys' credit, they executed it.
You mentioned as the game went on, going to JV in the post more. What was it in the game that allowed you guys to actually do that down the stretch? Was it just kind of Hawk shooting the way he's been shooting that opened up things for him?
Well, we went to it once, and we saw right away that they were doubling JV. And what it does is it allows us to orchestrate shots from the post. And even though he didn't necessarily get the shots himself, because they're doubled and they're in rotations now. So now you got guys going to the basket, you got shooters in front of them, and it's up to JV just to make the right plays, which he did.
As you guys play different sets of games, how much of it is it where you test opponent defenses in that kind of situation? You're we gave the ball to JV, this is how they're going to play it. Is there some kind of discovery that happens across games where you're trying to figure out how they're going to attack certain situations? We
watched them from last game, so we knew that they more than likely they're going to double him in the post. They did it last time we played them, and it's a way for us to generate offense with JV once again. You throw it to him, he's going to score, get to the foul line, or we trust him to make the right play.
Coach, Dallas ends the first half on a 14-3 run, take a 6-point lead, but you guys come right back and kind of punch them back in the mouth. Jordan Hawkins and Kyrie kind of go back and forth a little bit. Can you speak to the maturity of the young guys to kind of do that? Because usually you see a young team kind of folding almost
Yeah, these guys they're young, but they're experienced. They have some experience playing in big games. All of them played in big games in college, and it's definitely something that we look at. And when they went on the run, we didn't panic at all. We know that it's a long game. Let's lock in. Let's execute. I wanted to make sure I used some of my timeouts to get our guys some rest. But give them the credit. All of our guys: Jose, Naji, Dice, Herb, JV, Hawk, Kyra, JRE. All those guys came in, Larry, and they executed over and over again, and that's what it takes to win.
Jordan Hawkins and JV, almost like a two-man. JV would get it in the post, but he'd kick it right back out to Jordan, but he reposted. You talk about a young guy seeing that, hey,
Yeah.
I didn't swing it, let me give it right back to him. Doesn't that say this young rookie is mature in front of our eyes?
For sure. And it's beautiful to watch. He does a great job of coming in, working with Coach Corey Brewer, watching film. They're on the floor, working on his offense, but also on the defensive side, he's getting better and better. He knows that he's got a guard to stay on the floor, and he battled his tail off tonight.
When, at the end of the game, they seem to be running Hawk off the line a lot. He was able to get downhill and get to the free throw line a lot. Is that something you guys were actively instructing him? Is that something that's natural to his game, or is it part of the film that you're talking about?
It's a little bit of all of it, but really it's him. He understands that. Okay, I've made 6 threes tonight. Probably turned down a couple open ones, but they're running out. They're running out to me. I'm gonna put it on the floor and attack. Okay, thank you.